And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pass to Wembanyama. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Gordon a screen. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wembanyama outside. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Well, the thing is, Gordon's mobility allows him to make plays like that. Quick reaction to block the shot.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And Towns gets it to go.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Halliburton. 11 points in the game. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Halliburton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
And Orlando making a change here.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line.
I mean, what can you do about that? With Towns moving at full speed, no one wants to try and cut him off.
Out to Bird. On the wing, Gordon. 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gordon's got 6 points.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier for both him and this offense.
Bird outside. Wembanyama deadly inside.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
On the wing, Doncic. Back to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, when you're giving up dunks like that, you know you're not doing enough defensively.
Halliburton outside. .58 seconds left to play here in the third. Bird off the bounce. Towns with the steal. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Team foul.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Bird. Here's Maxey, defended by Jones. Maxey on the wing. Halliburton outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
In for Providence, number 25, Trey Murphy.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Barry. Fires the three. Maxey deciding where to go with it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That is on Ty Lawson. It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Jones. Comes up empty down low. And we've reached the end of the third. Orlando out in front, leading by 4. And coming up as soon as we... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so Doncic will bring it up for Providence. 4-point game. Kicks it out to Maxey. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. And the 3 off target. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by Nurkic.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doncic can score from distance, whether it's spotting up or off the dribble. And he has got a maturity to his skill set.
Both teams will make substitutions. Halliburton outside. Bird outside. Out to Doncic. Doncic on the drive inside.
Throwing it down. Doncic showing off his hops.
Now Jones. Doncic there for the rebound. Here is Wembanyama. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul. Coming out of the floor for Orlando.
Now Halliburton. Doncic outside. Now Wembanyama. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Rejected by Halliburton.
Playing strong defense inside the paint there. They'll think twice before trying that again.
Down he goes for 3.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Now Jones. Now Edwards for 3. Doncic for the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Larry Bird. The 3 doesn't go. Orlando trails by 4. Awesome with it. Halliburton picks him up. Count it!
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Halliburton outside. Wembanyama a screen. Here's Doncic. He takes it in. Oh, what a play inside.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Stolen by Bird. Al Gordon. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
There's the jumper. Nice one.
Wow, Edgecombe making plays when his team needs it most.
Taken away by Anthony.
big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here is Wembanyama. Halliburton outside. Wembanyama reels it in.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Now a timeout called by Orlando. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
Here is Wembanyama. Stolen by Bird. And so Providence takes the win. This win.
Do you love me? Do you trust me? Say you got my back, but it's that paper got you on me. Can I keep it real for a second, but baby? Would you judge me? I can't lie, I ain't been the same since them. That corrupt me. I'ma get that get back even if I get, trust me. Sit in, I'm kick back in the cup. Look your in the eyes and tell him I say he can't with me. If I take it to my house, stop with me. Look, playing mind games, trying to trick my mind frame. You block me, I won't call you back. I promise it's just a mind thing. Hit the gas, you hear that wine, ain't it? I'm talking way before I got signed, baby. Why I ain't got no hits on you? I guess it ain't my time yet. Promise to stay down with until my go blind, yeah. Told you I'm done with all that cheating, stop that crying, yeah. Same I said it last time, but I ain't done yet. Another, I told you I'm out here getting mine, yeah. So you I'm on the way, but I'm still ain't yet. Bought you another whip, but you just speak on what I ain't done yet. Yeah, I cheat on you, want you to really do you love me? Do you trust me? Say you got my back, but it's that paper got you on me. Can I keep it real for a second, but baby, would you judge me? I can't lie, I ain't been the same since them. That corrupt me. I'ma get that get back even if I get, trust me. Till then, I'm kick back in the cup. Look your in the eyes and tell him I say he can't with me. If I take it to my house, that look, stop with me.
I don't need no go down, I'm ready. Hashtag youthful. I was like 15, 5 feet tall, trying to y'all on his. He only hang with the can hide a neck, cause in real life, Lord knows I don't like them. You too, if you hang with the thighs, then you want it off. So I don't care if you playing the game with the. Shout out to the 5, I got love for the villains, don't care where he got here. You would think I'm a. First of all, I ain't never. I'm out of the way cause I'm trying to get rich. On B, you be making me sick. Why the f you willing to? I can have whoever I want. Just hope your lady ain't on my list. This beat make me wanna. Where my money at? I don't feel like Big Meek. I don't feel like I'm Baby Chief. Soon as I get back to the. Thought I was lacking. Came through.
Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports Basketball. This game features something different, as we'll see talent from the college ranks blended into the lineup as well. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Outside for Wembanyama. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Sinks the three-pointer.
Now look out. Edgecombe can get it going from deep.
And its bet's missing. It's been a quick start for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. Here's Towns. And yes, it's good.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Thompson misses. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Towns. Inside. Here's Anthony. Back to Towns. Orlando moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 12. The rebound by Betts. Here's Wilson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Edgecombe. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Peterson. Out to Thompson. Here's Peterson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Peterson. The Thunder with another miss. Orlando leading by 6. Out to Anthony. Launches a 3. Cans it from downtown.
3 points.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Pass to Towns. Goes back up. Plenty of space. A rebound by Betts. Oklahoma City trails by 7. Here's Peterson. To the paint. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Lets a floater go. Here's Orlando now. Jones, that's for 2. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Orlando.
And we reach
14.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Outside Lawson. Rodman with the rebound. Oklahoma City trails by 7. Going inside. And they get it back.
Well, no matter how close you are to the rim, if the defense is lurking,
In the air and down hard.
oh, stop.
Lawson with it. And it's McHale picking him up. Fires from deep. No good from Lawson. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Thompson. The three. Up again. Here's Jordan. Lays it up and banks it in. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
Back to Anthony. Outside Edwards. LeBron outside. Fires, high post. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Oklahoma City trails by 3. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Edwards looking it over. To the middle. They need this one. And finished off by Wagner.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a number 1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcoming the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
.122 left to play here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Outside Wilson. Nice defense from Holtz. Orlando leading by 5. Jones drives in. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Anthony. Over Wilson. And it's Orlando with another.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Drives to the hoop. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Anthony. Out to Doncic. On the wing, Rodman. No scoring in this one. Pass to Wilson. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Doncic. Rodman with the block.
And the thing about Rodman, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time reaching up to swat it away.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Orlando leads by 4. And we'll be back right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Wilson into the lane.
Well, you talk about a toolsy forward. Caleb Wilson has tremendous upside. The size, the reach, and the agility to make an immediate impact on the game, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
He's off on the second.
And the explosiveness that Caleb Wilson plays with is something defenses always need to be wary of. When he's in that dunker spot or the roller in the 2-man game, you have to have him tagged or he will rise up and punish you.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And Orlando making a change here. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Wilson. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Peterson. And the three ball is good. Peterson's got himself on the board with three there.
There's zero issues for Peterson from beyond the arc. He's got such good lift on that J. Plus, this guy is accurate.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Doncic with the steal. And the dunk by Doncic.
Throwing it down. Doncic showing off his house.
Thompson outside to the wing right side. Peterson, that's good.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Towns. Now Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Knocks down the three ball. And now a 6-point Orlando lead.
Not the top shooter in the league, but Anthony does hit enough threes to keep you honest.
Lets it fly from 18. Out to the right wing. Back to Wembanyama. To the inside. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
There's no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Edgecombe. Wembanyama, right side. 4 on the shot clock. Thunder with the rebound. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the baseline jumper, no good. Pass to Doncic. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Doncic. Beyond the arc. Second chance shot. Here's Wembanyama. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Free throw good. Wembanyama. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Thompson outside. Out to the right wing. Off target with his three. Left side, Edwards. Here's Edgecombe. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Orlando holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. Outside Edwards. Here's Wagner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Rodman with the ball. Jones covering. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Thompson for three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
Thompson for the triple. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Edwards. That's short off the rim.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on him.
And it's Thompson again missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Edwards, no good.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
The Thunder call timeout. And Orlando making a change here.
Let's give them a round of applause. Your Oklahoma City answer.
Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Peterson. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. It's tipped. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Terrific swat.
Yeah, when you go to the rim, you better bring it or it's going to get rejected.
Goes up off the inbound. Oklahoma City trails by 10. Ball's knocked loose. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range. Oklahoma City working against the clock now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Tried to get in there using his height. Murphy working through the defense.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Kicks it out to James. Doncic right side. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And Murphy has become a more well-rounded offensive player, and that includes his ability to draw fouls.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Cuts off the pass. Pass to Rodman. A 3-ball. Rebound by Wallace.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Down low.
And the bruising nature of Wallace's game, terrific at just seeking out contact. Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
That's off his run, so he misses both.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul. At the line for the away team.
It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, we all know Cole Anthony can score the ball, but he deserves more credit for his defense. He's a high-energy player who likes to make things difficult for opposing guards.
Dinwiddie. Nice defense from Wallace. Pass to Anthony. Now Edgecombe. To the left wing. Here's Towns. He can't get that one. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Deep 2 from Anthony. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And it's sent back by Wallace. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin.
Let's go. No, I can't help it, I've been looking. My whole attention, I like how you took it. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, no, I gotta do it. You just wanna talk that body language, I'm fluent. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. I love it when you're moving my way. I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. I love it when you're moving my way.
I can see that from a mile away. See it. You can step my money about a mile away. Stack it. I got three white like a mink coat with them rolls like a Sharpay. And all of my call them Barbies. She looking back like I'm flexing, baby, no way. And lately I've been on
we
that.
We got London on the train.
Me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, money on my baby, I got money on my brains. Money in my pants, I got money, I gon' change. 20, 50, 100, 500 million, man. 800 dollar streaming, video, Gucci, man. If I need some rats, I'ma flip me some. I talk like I want it, she don't say nothing back. If pull up, I put that in my, or I put that in my. Call a shorty, made up my brody. If you don't owe me, they'll act like you owe me. I promise I won't ever quit Kobe. Young thugger, I with me that bitch, you know me, young thugger. Yeah, she shining like butter. From Chicago, I call her Young Cutler. Leave it to people, I pull up in Billy's with London, they all wanna meet. Yeah, they all wanna agree to. Then they all wanna. No, they won't tease on that, they won't read on that, they won't leash on that. Don't Felicia that, mama see to that, they won't snitch on that. She can't secret that. Mama a beast on that. If she bad, I'ma go in 4 season that. What? Me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, money on my baby, I got money on my brain. Money in my pants, I got money, I gon' change. 20, 50, 100, 500 million, man. Hey, I'm a thugger, living, bang. I'm amigo, I play with. When I put ice on, I am Sub-Zero. All of my, they hard, call them Beatles. His face, so I kept me a Regal. Dropping the top on the Bentley, I'm with the Birdman, yeah, the Eagle. Eat out my memory, now I don't know none of these people. Let my little shawty go get me a. bring back me a. Yes, I got trust, I'm not worried about that. They know they can get. That's why I done got me a check. I got a check. Yeah, I done got me a check. I got a check. Yeah, I done got me a check. I got a check. Yeah, I done got me a check. I got a check. Yeah. Now, like, baby, I need rest. Baby, I need rest. Baby, I want rest. Baby, I need rest.
We got London on the track.
Certified 35 mil. Big body black truck with the wide grill. So black, low jack if they try still. Get money, make money. See, grinning but ain't nothing funny. This what I earn, can't take nothing from me. To whom it may concern, girl, break from the dummy. He ain't bringing nothing to the table but his hunger. Remind me of when I was 30 years younger. Well-seasoned veteran, long hot summer. Chick on my arm, she a strong block stunner. Top aiming for the stars. If you choose, save it for the bars. Grapes in the fruit fight, save it for the jars. Jam that I made me famous for the cars. Let's go. Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner.
Back when I was young and too brave, knew my arm was too short to box with guy, but through phase. Had to strategize, now I beat the block a few ways. Throw punchline, jab, pop, weed. Up in the right hook, that's they can't evade.
JD can punch me in from right here.
Type of hit you can't stage.
Punch me in again.
Go left from South Park train, same. Then my corner, same. Then the ring, go. Autograph my birth certificate. Told the doc submitted, that's life. Know the coast with it, going coast to coast with it, and we coasting. Most wanted on the mic. It's the immigrant, black and from the villages, I envisioned this. De la costa pacífica, soy el general, certificado desde el día que he llegado.
Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner.
Kick up dust, men them fuss. One shame, shoot get scuffed. They act tough, trust none regardless. We are duck. Slither in the cup, with the much snakes hidden in my garden. I see a fraud thing, crowns on a false king. Falls of the offspring, still chasing lost dreams. Whoa, let me console you, I come on you. Transforming sheep into buffalo soldiers. Used to play hide and seek, now I seek what they hide. Try to desert us like we ain't want a piece of the pie. I'm certified. When it come to walking with God, I'm certified. Every time I step in the booth and I bust a rhyme, I'm immortalized, cause real, we never die.
Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner.
24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. Yeah, all the time, 24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. Yeah, all the time, 24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. Yeah, all the time. Every day some new beefing with my right now, but life still lit. Riding down the strip, $500,000 whip. 5 M's for the kid for ice like this. Everything I want to hit, I scratched them off the list. Ask about me, word around the town. Won't get my heart, I'm putting you down. I'm not a simp. Big OG, I'm him. Park the back the lamb and then go GLE, I'm trimp. Catch it. We ain't nothing like them. Only you know that rap come through the rack, no tint. Hustler got them racks back, man, my pockets were stacked with lit. All blue hunters look like flapjacks, now it's a duffel in my knapsack. I don't go check my track record. At 18, I was a 7-figure after tax. I spent the ticket on boat, my wife, and that was facts. On Twitter, don't believe the hype, I put my life on wax. I made it back in, blew that the same night as sex. I wake up and go get that cake, I ain't the type, relax. Me, Dank Rails, put a lick 3 ways to get a. What's the name like a freight train? On the track, don't play no games, mention my name, we caught them the same day on Max. Then I listen to what them fans saying on them apps. I ain't snitching on my man. Soon as we hop out that van, that's a crazy, give me a like NCAA, blitz. I don't appreciate it, but he switch out like he crazy. I'm mad cause he made me, I was at the rent. 10K for the fit, I'm too wavy. 29, I'm rich with 3 babies. Pinky ring, the wrist cost 380, really made it. Yes, I evaded, mouth shut, you know how we played it. Now I'm MIA, might be Vegas, thank God I went legit, swerve. Swerve. Thank God I went legit, swerve. Thank God I went legit, swerve.
Pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city, it's like Lou, ayy, I pull up designer, he want my, he call out the like Lou, ayy. You goofies ain't getting no, I'm rocking out Gucci like, ayy. Quit thinking I'm stupid, the owe me, that knew me like, look, ayy, yeah, 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 look. Name another with a flow like this. Can't nobody do the go like this. With a glow like this. And a like this. Can't nobody drop it low like this. Get dough like this. 10 toes like this. Hit him with the finger roll like this. Can I roll right quick? Can I blow right quick? Now you know you had to froze that red. With the C-A-D-I. Double L, take them to the hotel. Oh well. Throw it on my kitchen like Odell. So I pull up with the cheese, no rotel. Double L, AC. With the rock, no Jay-Z. You ain't talking money and pay me. Now you want an F1? Maybe. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou, ayy, I pull up designer, he want my call out the like Lou, ayy. You goofies ain't getting no rockin' out Gucci like, ayy. Quit thinking I'm stupid, ain't the owe me, don't the knew me like, ayy. Yeah, Lou, ayy, 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 yeah, 3, 2, 1, let me take off, sis. You want me go like it's take off, sis. Let me bake off, sis. Get your cake off, sis. Tell me what they wanna take off, list. Challenger, who in my caliber? I take a and I like Hannibal. Got your camera. I like with stamina. Goku, my go-to, I go to whenever I go through. I like they know you ain't loyal. You come through this, so rap like some for you. Tired, they acting like we ain't the truth. But we spitting like this in the booth. Spook, pull up and hop at the coupe. Pull up and hop at the coupe. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou, ayy, I pull up designer, he want my, he call out the like Lou, ayy. Goofies ain't getting no, I'm rocking out Gucci like, ayy. Quit thinking I'm stupid, ain't the owe me, the knew me like, ayy. Yeah, Lou, ayy, 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 yeah, Lou, ayy.
If you don't make it, you just don't make it. Everybody ain't champions. But I am. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league.
Perfect release from the top of the key. 3 step back, pull up, switch cheese, slam. Ooh. Got the crowd out they seats. Up. 1 step closer to the big ring. Courtside seats so close I could trip a referee. Seen them draw the foul and 1, that's 3. Go. The reason y'all lose, you don't stick no D. No. To win, gotta play team ball, that's key. Show. Been won a championship in the. This rollie a trophy, I hold it up. Got me one. They let us get up enough points, it's a wrap. Gon' shine every time, it's an open look. Over with. Shake them up, cross them up, post, move, defense, rock them up. Ain't nobody hot as us, pump, fake, shoot again, add it up. 24 hours in the 8 shot clock. With them rocks in your ear call. A lot of grind don't start one day, it's gon' pay off, pay off. Made it from the bottom to the playoffs.
Playtime mode is the big league.
Go.
Playtime mode is the big league.
Go.
Playtime mode is the big league.
Go.
Playtime mode is the big league.
Perfect release from the top of the key. 3 step back, pull up, switch cheese, slam. Ooh. Got the crowd out they seats. Up. 1 step closer to the big ring.
Courtside seats is the big bag. Hit a jumping red shot, get them big mad. Real hustle knew one day we're gonna pay off, pay off. Yeah, now I'm ballin' in the playoff. Mansion in Miami, ball at the Celtics. Got a unit MVP, yeah, I nailed it. Bought a Rolls Royce on land, they mailed it. No look pass to the bag, how you feel that?
Shake them up, cross them up, post, move, defense, lock them up. Ain't nobody hot as us, pump, fake, shoot again, add it up.
Welcome in, everyone, for some 2K basketball. Sure to be an entertaining contest. Some collegiate talent included in the lineup. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Here we go. And Orlando starts out with the ball. Edgecombe with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Down low. Here's Wembanyama.
Yeah, when you go to the rim, you better bring it or it's going to get rejected.
Pass to Doncic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And they're moving it up. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando on D. 4-point game. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that. But as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. He takes it in. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Everywhere on the floor, Wembanyama is a walking mismatch.
Pass to Bosh. Wembanyama down low. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. If you want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, here is Bird. Inside. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. It's been a quick start for Orlando. Outside Bosh. To the inside. Pass to Edgecombe. Left side Bosh. Back to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. And they recover it. Now Edgecombe. 5 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Jones. Wembanyama with the rebound. Bird left side. Back to Doncic. Here's Reese. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Out to Anthony. Outside, Jones. Here's Wembanyama. Vancouver pulls it in. Pass to Doncic. And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Vancouver trails by 6. Pass to Towns. Outside Anthony. Towns the screen. Beyond the arc. That shot off. Lawson at the elbow. Out to Doncic. Hill has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Hill's got the lead up to 9 now for Orlando. Towns the screen. Robinson drives in. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Rodman.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
Now here's Anthony. Scoreless thus far. Shoots over Rodman. Rodman with the defensive effort. And Hill has it in the corner. Lawson surveying the D. And Hill has it in the corner. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Pass to Anthony. There's a good screen. And again, it's Vancouver missing. Here's Orlando now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And the basket by Hill.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
There's 1:59 left in the first half. Brunson outside. There it is. Brunson with the deep shot.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Orlando.
Kicks it out to Rodman. Orlando moving the ball around. Hill, no good. Vancouver trails by 14. The 3 for Doncic. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
Doncic can score from distance, whether it's spotting up or off the dribble, and he has got a maturity to his skill set.
The shot's good from Lawson.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Brunson scanning the floor. Clock at 6. The tray. And it's Faulkner with the rebound. Lawson from outside. Vancouver pulls it in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Orlando leading by 13. Outside Hill. Floats one. Rodman up top. Pass to Watson. And Hill has it in the corner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Victor Wembanyama. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
8 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Doncic. And the slam by Doncic.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And the first half is now in the books. Orlando out in front. They lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Outside, SGA. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shea Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive. And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Orlando leading by 11. To the paint. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Showing the strength and will to convert through contact. Now he gets a chance at the line for one more.
And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Wembanyama. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And the rookie turning up the intensity. Wembanyama absorbs the foul there on the shot.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Here's Edgecombe. Still yet to score. 6 to shoot. SGA with the steal. In transition, here comes Vancouver. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Bird finishing in close.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Now Jones. Out to Anthony. Shoots from the right block. Nice touch on the bank shot. Anthony's got 6.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Vancouver trails by 12. Out to Edwards. Vancouver working the ball around now. To Brunson outside. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Brunson. 5 points in the game.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Bosh, the screen. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Outside for Wembanyama. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that basketball dropping for him. The defense should have done more on that last play.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting with the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Bosch, the screen to the wing right side. And then Bosch with the jam.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Yeah, good touch on the inside shot. You don't want to overpower that.
Pass to Edgecombe. To the middle. And then Bosch with the jam.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And he trims the lead to single digits. Brunson's got 8 points.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And so it's Orlando. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Orlando leading by 11. On the wing hill. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Doncic. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he drained it.
Outside, Towns. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. And Doncic throws it down.
Throwing it down. Doncic showing off his hops.
Up top, Doncic. And Hill has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. And Orlando leads by 14.
Yeah, with that corner three, almost every player shoots a higher percentage from there.
Doncic outside. Over Robinson. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Vancouver making a switch here. Vancouver trails by 16. Here's SGA. And the dunk by SGA.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Outside Hill. Pass to Wagner. Now here's Lawson. And he banks in the layup.
Nice instincts by Wagner there. He knows when he should look to pass it.
And here is Doncic. Back to SGA. Doncic outside. Now Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And Wagner drives in. And here's Hill for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Doncic outside. No good on the triple. Orlando leading by 14. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Out to Doncic. Back to Bird. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Back to Lawson. Orlando moving the ball around. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Wallace inside. Towns with the steal. Shoots from 14. Count the basket. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Up again. Sees him with the putback.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And again, it's Orlando with a three.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a...
Thanks again for coming out and supporting your basketball.
YohanxD.
It's off. I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 6.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Too Ski. Matter of fact, call me Mr. Chase That Cheese. Grams on my wrist, cost like 10 G's. I feel like Buzz got all these carrots on my teeth.
Windows 5% tinted, can't even see it's me. I done missed a couple plays, my on D&D. Put me in the game, I'm the MVP. Take you out that Yoda, put you in an AMG. I count chicken, she know I'm the rawest. Too Slippery Entertainment, come step in my office. Take a, she say, D-Lo, you be saucy, baby. How the with them.
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K broadcast. We've got a little shakeup on the hardwood, mixing some college players in for this one. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. So Miami will get the first possession. Anthony looking it over. over Anthony. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got the opening field goal of the game for Miami.
Yeah, Anthony displaying his versatility as a shooter in the mid-range.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
I like that pass right there by Jones. This is what being a good teammate is all about.
Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
So much great work being done by players in this league, Coach. Herb Jones, for instance, doing a lot to help with financial literacy.
Yeah, I think sometimes, Kevin, what these guys do off the court is overlooked by people, especially maybe that are outside of the community that guy plays in at the time. But there's a lot of guys like Herb Jones who really take the time and make the effort to help people in their community.
Now here's Anthony. 5 points in the game. Good ball movement here by Miami. Wembanyama, a screen. Chris Bosh with the rebound. .152 left here in the first quarter. On the wing, Jones. Clock at 6. Anthony in the corner. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Just a passing clinic.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's the screen. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Another miss by Orlando. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Miami.
Maxey really just does everything for his team. A selfless young player.
Sure, why settle for the layup when you can just jam it home? You gotta love the aggressive finish.
And Rodman with the slam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Back to Maxey. To the paint. Here's Bosh. And the dunk by Bosh.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
And finished off by Wagner.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. Back to Mayo. Shoots over Doncic. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. We're at the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Yeah, that was a sharp start, but we've got a long way to go. They're going to have to sustain that intensity.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Maxey's got the lead up to 3 now for Miami. Towns. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
To the inside. It's stolen by Rodman. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And the D has to clog up the mid-range better.
Maxey feeling it out a bit, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. The wide open look here for Anthony. Hits it from three-point range. Anthony's got 8 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
The kick out to Hill. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hill's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Doncic right side. Pass to Tillman. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be a lead at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Miami trails by 4. Back to Doncic. They set the pick from outside the arc. Orlando grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside, Jones. Another shot. Maxey grabs the miss. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Miami. They recover it. Three-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Here's Miami now. 4-point game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The offensive rebound. And it's Wallace with the jam.
A great finish off contact. Wallace flexing on these guys.
Left side, Jones. Outside, Bosch. Anthony on the wing. And the dunk by Bosch.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Orlando leads by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Orlando leading by 4. Outside Anthony. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Edgecombe with it. Now Anthony defending. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
Here's Tillman. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it goes down 2 points.
And he is so sound. Doncic works tirelessly on his craft.
Out left to the wing. Here's Edgecombe. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Edgecombe's got 5 now.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jones from outside. Sinks the triple.
And Jones has made huge strides as a three-point shooter since his rookie season. He's now a serious threat from out there.
Bosh with it. Now Anthony defending. Back to Bosh. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Orlando leads by 8.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you. Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game. But they might need someone else to step up as well. Hold on! Oh, goodness! Wow. And look, as amazing as that was, those are the types of dunks that make you a little nervous.
Out to Anthony. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Now a timeout called by Miami.
Get offense on the court is yours.
Here's Battier. Hasn't made one yet. On deep, Maxey bangs on the trifecta.
Well, Maxey is a dead-eye sniper from beyond the arc. The D has to chase him off that line.
Outside, Towns. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Towns has got 9.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Doncic, no good. Miami trails by 8. Here's Maxey. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Doing some damage from the mid-range. Maxey's skilled at finding space to let it fly. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Orlando leading by 8.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And here's Maxey outside. Another miss by Maxey. And here's Hill for 3. And so it's Orlando with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Miami trails by 10. Anthony on the wing. No one near him. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 10 points for Cole Anthony.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
Back to Lawson. Pass to Rodman. And then Rodman with the dunk.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Wembanyama left side. Doncic outside. Here's Bosh. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
The hole sticking with it. Bosh, the lefty, with the and one.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Orlando.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions. And as a free throw shooter, Robin has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field. And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
That's good from Anthony.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is a spark plug. He can be a scorer or he can run the offense. Cole's versatility is vital for this team.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Jones, and there's the three.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
From outside, a three-pointer. Good.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer up.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Anthony left side. Jones fires. And the three misses.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Let's lose a three.
But it's always a way out. Pull inside them, tell me this thing. But it's enemies with them. Loud, loud. I was to be shaping up. I bought them girl. Yeah, look at me now. Yeah, look at them diamonds. Listen to what it is now. Yeah, new watch every day of the week. Little rolling with that beat. Like young, I bought a yours today. Her penny all year like bird. Inside be back 2 times 2 my money, all I got. Yeah, I made money. That money I love. Yeah, I'm causing the madness. Yeah, the baddest. Yeah, I buy me the crowds. I buy me the jams. Yeah, I never need practice. My money go double or triple. Yeah, your money subtracted.
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K broadcast. We've got a little shakeup on the hardwood, mixing some college players in for this one. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Orlando starts out with the ball. Here's Edgecombe. Holly with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. You've got to be a little embarrassed by that
one. Iverson outside. And Iverson throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Bosch, the screen. And here's Anthony from the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Raleigh now. Fires from 18. Chris Bosch with the rebound. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
You want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Pass to Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
All alone. And Iverson throws it down.
And you love the floor recognition there, proving he's willing to give it up to open teammates.
The three from Bosch. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Wembanyama. He gets it in there.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Boozer. And Boozer throws it down.
Well, look at him driving down the lane with purpose. He knew just where he wanted to get to.
To the middle. Here's Bosch. Here's Wembanyama. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Here's Raleigh now. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
Fade away. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Orlando moving the ball around. For three. And it's Luka with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That one goes in.
Nice play by Boozer. Always seems to be in the right spot on the floor.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
In for Raleigh. Number 5.
6 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Raleigh leads by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Raleigh.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
And whenever you watch Chris Sinat play, you immediately think, this guy is the ideal stretch big. He's got great length at just about 7 feet, and he's already a very good shooter. I really like how he rebounds and competes on the glass.
Well, with his strong build, it's not easy to push Peterson around. He uses his body really well.
And with that size that Peterson plays with, it's almost as if he's gliding around out there. You combine that with the high level of instinct he has as a ball handler, and this young man is a problem.
Now here is Hill. Lawson outside. Sweet move. It's blocked.
Oh, denied at the rim. Do not challenge him.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Raleigh leading by 10. Pass to Peterson. Here's Fudd. Takes a three. Peterson, that's good. Peterson's got 8 here in the quarter.
The three ball is still a work in progress for Peterson. When he's hitting from deep, he's borderline unguardable.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Edgecombe, no good. Orlando trails by 11. Inside, Lawson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Fudd can't get it to go. Pass to Hill. 1:52 left to play here in the half. And that one's good, Wagner.
Wagner's stretching it out. We don't see him take many shots out there.
Here's Peterson. Guarded by Doncic. That one good for 2. Peterson's got 10 points in the game.
Strong work in close. I like it when he goes up with confidence.
Raleigh leading by 8. To the inside. Raleigh moving the ball around. Pass to Fudd. They set the pick. Takes the 13-footer.
Great timing on the rejection. Wagner using his size and length to get the stop.
Lawson outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's Wagner with the 3. Doncic with the steal. Lawson up top. Got a hand on it.
No, sir. Sinat in great position, making his presence felt.
From deep. No good from Lawson.
Orlando foul. Dennis
Raleigh shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
3rd team foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Raleigh leading by 9. Pass to Peterson. Over Anthony. And again, no good by Raleigh. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
And so it's Raleigh heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books.
And just like his NBA All-Star dad, Carlos, Cameron Loser is an incredible rebounder. But he also brings a little more playmaking, a real do-it-all type talent. This guy's got a really bright future.
Outside Boozer. And Jones pulls it down. Orlando trails by 9. Bosch with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. And Edgecombe gets it to go. Edgecombe's got his second basket.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Raleigh, they've gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
We don't say this often about rookies like VJ Edgecombe, but he is known for his defense. He plays with incredible passion. VJ has such a bright future. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Here's Edgecombe. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Fires from 18. And Edgecombe gets it to go. Edgecombe's got 9.
And when Edgecombe is this set up, he usually is good to go. He'd rather shoot off the catch.
Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, it seems like every night we get someone trying to break the glass.
Wembanyama, a screen. And the dunk by Iverson.
You gotta love Iverson's tenacity, especially when he's driving.
Orlando trails by 8. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul. Raleigh making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Oh, Iverson inside.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Here's Barry. Orlando moving the ball around. Austin has the open look. Oh, good on the triple. Raleigh leading by 8. Iverson outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Wagner outside. Lawson outside. And the 3 ball is good. He has 5.
And knocking down threes is so key. It makes defenses come out of the paint and gives your team some space to operate.
Booker outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Orlando trails by 10. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And putting some power behind it. Nicely done.
No good from Booker. Here's Orlando now. Lawson from outside. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Raleigh on top. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. 3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Orlando trailing here. Doncic looking it over. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Doncic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Over in the corner, Doncic. To the paint. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Sanat. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Pass to Iverson. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Here's Iverson. There's the drive. Off with the layup. Orlando trails by 4. Fair. It's rebounded by Allen Iverson. Out to Doncic. Good. Nothing but net. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Kicks it out to Iverson. Pass to Sanat. There's the killer two-handed slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Jones outside. No good again that time. Raleigh leading by 11. Iverson outside. Here's Doncic. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Yep, that's going to go in.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Edgecombe with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Yeah, count it.
Assists are a sign of a good offense. They tell you it's running well.
The call will be against PJ Edgecombe. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Raleigh now. Doncic left side. On the clock. Here's Iverson. The 19-foot shot. Wembanyama. Off the glass.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
Now Jones jacks up a 3. Does not go in. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Big time move inside.
Assistant, Luka Doncic.